In a world that constantly demands perfection, there's an ancient philosophy from Japan that whispers a different truth. That true beauty lives in the imperfect, the incomplete, and the ever-changing. Picture a cracked ceramic bowl. Instead of being discarded, its fracture is filled with gold. Not to hide the flaw, but to honor it, because every scar holds a story. This way of thinking teaches us to embrace reality as it is. Life is not always tidy, not always beautiful, not always as we hoped. And that in itself is where meaning begins. The stillness of early morning, a dry leaf drifting to the ground, the texture of aged wood, all quiet symbols of a life that seeks not grandeur, but authenticity. In today's fast-paced digital world, this perspective calls us to slow down, to find grace in the flaws, to sit with the present moment without needing to perfect it. It's not about giving up, it's about letting go. Not about weakness, but wisdom. The kind that knows everything fades and yet still finds peace in that truth. Because maybe, in a world that's constantly changing and often too loud, simple silence is the purest form of wisdom. You don't need to live in the mountains or retreat into silence to embrace this mindset. It begins with small moments. The chipped cup you keep using, the sweater with a loose thread, the photograph that's faded with time. Instead of replacing, you preserve. Instead of fixing, you honor. You start to see value not just in how things look, but in how they've endured. This idea extends beyond objects. It touches our relationships, our routines, our sense of self. We begin to understand that we don't need to be flawless to be worthy, that there's strength in vulnerability. A quiet walk through a foggy forest, hands preparing a simple meal, an old journal with messy handwriting. These aren't moments to rush past, they are the essence of living fully. When we stop obsessing over new and perfect, we begin to notice the beauty in what's already here. Life, after all, isn't about perfection. It's about presence. And maybe the most beautiful things in life are the ones that have been touched by time, shaped by use, and softened by love. There's a quiet kind of happiness that comes when we stop striving to have it all, and instead, learn to appreciate what we already have. A worn-out book, a home that creaks, a face that carries time's gentle marks. These are not flaws to hide. They are evidence of life being lived, of stories told, of love given. In this space of stillness, we begin to hear ourselves again. We begin to remember that beauty isn't something we chase, it's something we notice when we finally stop rushing. Thank you for taking a moment to listen and reflect. If this message spoke to your heart, feel free to share it, because sometimes the beauty we search for has always been there, in the simplest things. Until next time, stay present, stay grounded, and find meaning in every imperfection.